many Chris's.
So many
Chris
Chris's.
is such a common name, first of all.
Okay.
So it's expected that there would be a lot of Chris's.
Absolutely.
But Chris's of this caliber, who knew?
Who knew? And there are a lot of Chris's that are omitted from the Hollywood Chris list. And there's one in particular that should not be on here at all.
Okay, let's start with the one we don't like.
That Christopher Pratt one. He does not, and I repeat, he does not belong on this list.
Okay, the thing about Chris Pratt for me is that
he's a Republican.
Yeah, every black person knows this Chris.
He wears a camouflage dad hat. He loves the American flag. There's a pickup truck involved.
There's always a shirt with an eagle on it.
There's a fish. And just a lot of beer.
Yeah.
And that it looks like it calls me something with a hard ER at the end.
Yeah.
And I don't really fuck with that.
And he presents himself as all-American, just down-to-earth, blue-collar guy. But we know how those people voted, so we're not gonna do that.
And we're not
you don't want to be that kind of American.
You don't.
So no.
Not in this day.
Sorry, Chris Pratt is not on this list. You will not. This ain't Chris Pratt Hive.
And also, it's really not Chris Pratt Hive because he had one job in the Avengers.
One fucking job.
You had one job.
One job.
And you have Spider-Man out here talking about Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good.
And that's because of Star-Lord's stupid ass.
Because you didn't do your job.
Cut him out the whole thing. Out of the whole universe.
Guardians of Galaxy who?
We don't need that.
We don't need it. I didn't sign up for it.
Pass.
Thank you.
Ain't nobody in that cast I care about.
Nobody.
So I'm good.
You can take Zoe Saldana and go live in your little alternative universe and go ahead.
Take her and try that Nina thing again.
Okay? To be honest. Wow.
All right, so let's get to the Chris's we love.
Okay.
We're going to kick it off with the number one Chris.
The only Chris.
Chris Evans.
Woo!
Who is all-American in a different way.
In the best way.
In the best way.
Known to man.
He isn't afraid to talk politics, about social issues. He is
And he keep that thing on him. He is just everything.
He is everything. And I hesitate. I never give white people a full woke score.
Oh, absolutely not.
They're never gonna be as woke as people think they are.
Nope.
But I feel if Chris Evans fucked up, at least he would mean his apology.
Yes. He's not gonna give you an apology on an iPhone Notes app.
Let the Notes app go, please.
Do not give me a PR press release on a Notes app. Thank you.
At all. Never again. You know what? If you say it, just apologize, keep it quick, issue a statement through your PR.
Thank you.
Because they know what they're doing. That's their job.
Okay.
And leave it at that.
That's it. But Chris Evans, I feel like even if he did fuck up, he would never even get to the part of seriously offending anybody because he is such a good, kind-hearted person and his beard is so immaculate.
His beard is beautiful. But there was that one moment where him and, what's his little name, Hawkeye? What's his little name?
Oh, yeah, that boy.
Jeremy Renner.
Who has you blocked on Twitter.
Who has me blocked on Twitter.
Wait, can you tell us why he has you blocked on Twitter again?
He used the Love Wins hashtag for something really stupid, and I just said it was dumb, and he blocked me.
Oh, Lord.
Don't do clownery on the timeline. People are going to catch you.
Okay, so wait, what did he and Jeremy get into?
They both called Black Widow a slut. And Chris Evans apologized.
That's right.
I think Jeremy Renner did too, but Jeremy Renner has consistently said problematic things.
Yeah.
So there was no.
Funny.
He's just garbage.
Okay. Whoa, I didn't say all of that.
Jeremy Renner is garbage.
Okay, can we just get back to Christopher?
Anyway, Chris Evans, a beautiful all-American man in a non-threatening
also
way.
Captain America, so obviously.
Yeah.
He's the only person that I would... No, I take that back. I'm not even going to finish that thought. Never mind. Also, if you guys have not watched his movie, it's on Netflix. It's called Before We Go. He directed and started it. I liked it.
Don't watch that. She's lying to you.
Good.
She's fucking lying to you.
Wow. You aren't even a stan.
Look, it's a cute movie.
It's a cute movie.
So far of showing his range is Snowpiercer.
Okay, if that's how you feel.
Before We Go is just it's cute.
It's cute, yeah.
But you're not going to watch it more than once.
No. I'm just going to watch it for Chris Evans and then I'm going to turn it off and keep going on my life.
They also have Playing It Cool on there, which is one of his early rom-coms.
Oh, really?
And I was like, oh, sis.
We aren't even going to talk about that one. Remember the one he was in with Chris Pratt's wife?
And Anna Faris, What's Your Number?
That one. That movie was bad.
There are every Chris on here on this list
has had a bad movie.
Yeah, has a questionable early film.
When you're just trying to get your foot in the door.
When you're just like, I just got to do something.
I got to create a buzz about myself, and that was it for him.
I got to put food on the table. that was it. Yeah, that was it for him. But Chris Evans is our number one. Chris.
All right, next Chris on the list. We differ on this.
Okay.
I have a different number 2 than you. But number 2 for me is Chris Pine.
Chris Pine is tied for number 2. For me.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you why Chris Pine is my number 2. Because he was in Princess Diaries 2.
An iconic film.
He falls in love with the now queen of Genovia.
She's royalty, so respect her name.
And he was in Star Trek.
True.
He was Captain Kirk. And he was out here defending the universe. And, for those 2 reasons, I'm going to have to stand and make him number 2 on my list.
He's tied for number 2 for those reasons. His early rom-com stuff. He was also in Just My Luck with Lindsay Lohan.
And that was my next point. Okay? See how we're connected, Sydney?
His comedic timing is pretty solid if you saw Horrible Bosses 2.
I don't think I saw that one.
It's not great, but I was like, oh, this bitch can make me laugh.
But can I just go back to Just My Luck real quick?
Yes.
Because I have seen that movie so many times.
It's so good.
And I don't know where it is in the internet right now where I can watch it. But let me tell you something. That movie is amazing.
It's so good.
And the soundtrack is even better.
Somebody let us know where we can stream Just My Luck, please.
And if you have not watched it, stop what you're doing today.
And
after work, go home, get a bottle of wine, pop some popcorn, and enjoy yourself.
It's quality television, so please
Chris Pine and Lindsay Lohan, when she was not crazy, or at least fully crazy, enjoy yourself. You're welcome.
Also, This Means War, if you want to see Chris Pine and Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy together in the same movie.
Fighting over Reese Witherspoon.
Girl! I don't think that y'all understand.
This is a quality film.
How serious. Chris Pine and Tom Hardy in the same film for 90 plus minutes.
See, and that's why I love him, because he's I do rom-coms, I do indie films, I do blockbusters, because he has Wonder Woman. I was like, oh, Chris Pine, okay.
Can we just take a moment and just thank Jesus for his braid of hair, his beautiful eyes, his soft, silky voice. All of it is just so good.
So good. And he's the king of minding his business.
Minding.
This man, I've never seen anything horrible about him in the streets.
You won't find him on a blind item.
He's like, nah, not me.
I don't know drama. I do not know her. I stay in my lane.
Dram? What dram?
All right, let's talk about the person who's tied for number 2 on the list.
The person tied for number 2 with Chris Pine for me is Chris Hemsworth. I love a family man. I love a big man. That is a big man.
That is a big man.
And also, okay, I don't know if, my idea of what Australian men are like is just formed by pop culture. I'm sure it is. But every time I see one on screen, there's just something, a little bit crazy behind the eyes. And that's what I love. I